We going? Okay. Hi, everybody. Welcome to episode 4 of Steelfist Keep. We are back once again. Hello. When we left last time, there was an eruption, some bogs, some lava pits coming up. They managed to fight an elemental and press on and find Daytimer, a peddler who had his cart stuck in a lava pit, and were able to manage to get that free. Daytimer went off, so you guys could have a chat at the end, which you did, and now he's back. Everyone ready to push on?
Yeah.
All right. So you guys wandered through the countryside for a while, managed to miss bogs and miss some, it's easy to miss the lava. The bogs are harder to navigate. The road ahead looks very dangerous. Trees have fallen over the path, and you can see that some treacherous ground is ahead, and he halts the wagon. I don't know if we can make it past this.
Is it new?
Yes, I've traveled this road a few times. This is probably because of the tumblers.
What do you usually do when this happens?
It's a trap.
I just don't feel my wares would get damaged if we went through there. So I suggest we take a turn and go to another small town that I've seen, or that I've been to, not seen, that I've been to.
Like a detour or instead?
It's a detour, but some of you look tired, and we could probably find rest there for the night.
Okay.
We could use a rest.
So he backtracks a little bit and finds another path, and it's a smaller path, and it seems to be fairly untreacherous. After a few hours of riding, no earth elementals, no more tumblers at the moment, but you do see a small town ahead called Moss Hollow. He tells you that.
It sounds adorable.
I do happen to have a map for that. And you could try to frame that if you'd like, Cass. What you see is what you believe is at the very end of the road is a church. To the back left is a blacksmith. Just below him, you see a sign that has a picture of a mask on it. There's a general goods store at the top right, and an unmarked building at the bottom right.
Is it any particular mask or just a mask?
It's a sign with a big, oversized mask on it. You would believe it to be a mask shop.
Oh.
Or a mask maker. I guess I need to grab your tokens. One moment. Where did you all go? Nope, that's not you. He pulls up next to the mask maker shop and gets off his wagon. I'm going to the mask maker.
Why do you not wish to be peddler anymore?
I'm still a peddler, as my mask shows, but I know this man. His name is Davos.
Oh.
And he is the mask maker of this town?
Aye.
I
Do
want
you
to check
mind?
that out too.
Do you mind if we accompany you?
Oh, it's up to you. I don't own you.
That's true.
Yes.
Let's go to the mask maker's shop and meet Davos.
I don't have interiors of any of these buildings, so we'll just stand on top of the building.
Peyton,
Brittany Crash?
Yep.
Does she know she crashed?
Yes.
All right.
Um.
I'm not going to type her a word picture.
While you guys speak with the mask maker, I'm going to head over to the horses and look at them.
Okay.
In
You
an
see-
appraising way, or
Yes, I'm not sure if they're for sale or not, but I'm going to see if any of them interest me in terms of purchase.
You see 5 horses in a fenced area. If you're looking for something specific, let me know. If you want a general appraisal, give me an animal handling check.
Is there a farmer or, I guess, horse hand nearby?
You see a little worn path between the blacksmith and the stables.
Does that pad lead to the red-roofed building?
The red roof building is the church. The stables are the blacksmith is directly south of the pen.
Okay.
So blacksmith is the one with the smoke?
That's correct.
Okay. Since I already have a mask, though, I'll just stay outside and appreciate the horses.
I want to
Okay.
go in.
Okay, who's going in?
me?
Me.
I want to look
Okay.
around.
Okay. I guess you'll follow him in.
Hmm.
There's
Unless
a
he's moving really slow, and then I'll just go around him.
Oh
he's
my God,
already-
walking down the hall at work behind somebody who's going really slow is so frustrating.
or at the supermarket when they're just meandering and you just want to get past.
Anywhere,
But
really.
no, he's already inside, so
Okay, yeah.
I assume you just followed him in.
Yeah.
He goes in and you hear the man who you assume to be Davos behind there, and said, "Yes, peddler. What can I do for you?" And what's that guy's name? Daytimer. That's right. Daytimer goes, "Davos, it's me, Daytimer." And he responds, "Ah, Daytimer," and they embrace as a friendly pat on the back, kind of manly hug. And says, "How have you been, my friend?" And they exchange pleasantries. They both seem to be fine. Daytimer tells him about the travel here and how you helped him, and talks to him about wares for a little bit, about what he has for sale, the flame starters and things of that nature. When you guys enter, you see masks along the wall hung up. Some have animals on them, some have swords on them, various different types of masks. Some look very ornate, and some are very simple.
What, like, in terms of like color variation, is there a lot? Because I know the red ones are bandits, but are there other like tonal meanings? Are they labeled?
They're not labeled.
Motherfucker.
But you notice a significant lack of red masks in the shop. There's no red on any of them,
Yes.
except for maybe some jewels around the eyes on some of the more ornate ones. They look like they might be rubies. You can tell that some of them are shaped like hunter's masks, like your own, but maybe more crafted, like somebody that's an artisanal type crafter made them, and they look like animals. There's farmer's mask. You can tell by the farming tools that are painted or put on there. Fighters masks with swords crossed, and things like that.
So if you have a really fancy farmer's mask, does that make you better than the people who have like shitty farmer's masks?
It might indicate that you have a larger farm or a larger plot of land that produces more.
Okay.
It would also mean that you might have more farm hands or have more people working for you. As they might protect him better to be able to wear that type of mask.
What does the shopkeeper's mask look like?
It's a very, very polished sapphire blue mask that you're pretty impressed with. It has a mask on the mask with a little mask on that and a little mask on that. So it indicates that he's really good at making masks. He's like a level 4 mask maker.
Or that he's a unicorn.
Infinite. Well, I mean, I guess those could protrude out.
They're more like etched in, so it doesn't just, it's not a unicorn, it just has little etchings of the mask in it. It's fairly impressive.
Yeah.
I mean, 4 masks deep, and you can still tell that that's a mask on a mask on a mask on his mask.
Is he uncomfortable with people staring at that?
He's wondering why you're staring at him and not talking.
Well, he's not wondering out loud, so he'll never know.
What can I do for you? Any friend of Daytimer is a friend of mine.
Do you sell anything besides masks in this store?
A mask maker. I make masks.
Wasn't the mask sign over the blacksmith's same building?
No, the blacksmith is the one in north of here.
Oh, okay. So no illicit drug trade or anything. Fine, good, excellent. That was a test.
You do not have mask accessories?
Oh, I have cords to keep them on. I have leather straps. I have bindings of all sorts for comfort and for fit. I also have extra cloth pieces for the front for the mouthpiece.
Do you know more about the history of masks in this country?
I know all there is to know, as far as I know.
Like, when did your people start using masks? Like, or was there a time before masks?
You sound like you're not from around here.
That is correct, Roger.
Well, the masks have been worn for as long as I've been alive. It started whenever the tumbler started. It helps protect you from the air. A lot of people, not me, feel that it's religion, and it's impolite to take your mask off in front of other people. It's considered nakedness.
We have heard that, yes.
Sorry, I'm watching the general goods writing.
Get written out.
There. Oh yeah,
Did you use Windows inking for that?
I used Roll20.
It has a little paintbrush tool.
It was a joke.
I always forget to turn that off too. Thanks for reminding me. Do you guys need a mask?
What's the building across the street from here?
Nobody knows. No, I'm kidding. That's the mayor.
Oh,
Now you're going to have to make him mark it all over again, and he spent so much time on that question mark.
Look, man, some questions need to be asked.
the since we are not from around here, these masks do not have labels. Can you tell me which masks are for which things? I mean, some of them I can see farmers or fighters, but
He gives you a rundown. The first three that look more ornate with jewels and things, he said those are not for sale. Those are commissioned works. They're masks of nobility. Then he takes you down the line. So he'll explain what masks are. So if you see masks in the future, I will just tell you what kind of masks they are. Does
okay,
that work?
yeah.
I just want to know how people keep talking to Kaz and being like, yes, that is absolutely a normal accent for this region that I've never heard before. And then when I ask them a question, they're like, are you not from around here?
Also, we haven't seen any other tieflings so far, have we?
You're wearing a mask. How can I tell? I mean, the tail, I know, but
Do they think that the horns are part of the mask?
yes.
The tail, too. The tail is part of the mask as well, yes.
Well, see, she's asking just general questions. You're asking specific questions that they find different because everybody has always worn masks ever since they've known, ever since they've been around. And you're saying, what's a mask? That's a little bit different from, can you explain to me what these masks are?
Yeah, it wasn't about the questions. It
Also
was
the
the accent. It's the accent. It's not from here. It's like if someone walked up here and they had a Prussian accent, and we were like, clearly, you are from Seattle.
Yeah, sure. When you meet people and they have an accent, you go, what's that accent you have? Are you from Mexico?
I do the first part, but I don't do the second part where I try to guess the country because, like,
It doesn't ever go well.
no. Plus, like,
do you want to ask him why he's not surprised by the tail and horns and things, or what do you want to do here?
I want to know more about the mayor's, the Mr. Zoo. I can't. Is that partially a question mark? I want to ask about the mayor's office.
It's mayor's office.
What's his name?
He's the mayor. We call him mayor.
Mayor.
It gets
Just a
confusing.
relative of the John Mayors of New Hampshire.
It got confusing when we used his whole name.
Which
It's
is
Mayor Governor.
Oh, Lord.
So we just call him mayor.
With a J, though, instead of a Y.
That's clearly a Y now. See, I can clear the whole thing. I can't clear specific little things. It was a question mark. I made it into an A. All right. Haven't you ever had a bad grade on a report card you're trying to hide from your parents? All right. I never got away with it because it looked like a question mark and not an A.
So proud of your forgery
What were you
skills.
doing that
We are
got you
not
question
gonna
marks
start-
on your great report cards?
We are not going to start a forgery conversation right now. Not on stream, no.
That's fair.
Look, man, it's like the 4th grade police are going to come back for him or anything. But also, what is it safe
Questions
to
usually need more words.
Yeah, no, I was the in chat conversation.
Oh,
I was reading that, trying to figure out what my question was. So, I assumed that the reason why he needed to identify himself is because peddler masks probably all look the same or similar.
yeah. I was thinking about that too, and to some extent, you might be able to recognize people based on
Yeah, we lost Britt again. She probably wants to get in on this.
yeah, but she can also hear, can't she? You can hear me, right? Maybe not.
Silence means probably not. Okay, go.
I think that for some people, if they have a specific style of dress or a unique body shape, you would be able to recognize them. But if he's just average Joe wearing a peddler mask, it's kind of which peddler are you? Which is another reason why I think their mask system is inefficient. They don't want me to be naked, so.
Was that in the form of a question somehow?
With the Taviana asked it in chat. She was asking about Daytimer and Davos.
Yeah, sorry. The specific question was, so Daytimer and Davos know each other, but Davos had to identify himself. So not his usual mask or not his actual identity. Or usually.
My question is, are you asking him that?
No.
No, I was posing that as a table talk.
And then we were all discussing it because depending on how we all feel about that, that might turn into deception checks and or inside checks.
Which I think we should just do randomly on this guy anyway.
You want to check about the history of these masks, and you don't come from these lands and know nothing about masks and don't know what the mask is? Sure, you can roll that. The difficulty might be a little bit on the high side.
No, I was just kidding about constantly inciting him. Because he has stuff to hide.
You hear Davos go, I see your fortunes have changed, my friend. You're not wearing your proprietor's mask anymore. What happened? And he said, I find it's good to travel with a lower mask. Besides, I don't have my apprentices anymore or my vassals anymore.
Vassals.
Proprietor?
This sounds like drama.
Dun dun dun.
He said, I see. And was it the tumblers? And he agrees that yes, it was the tumblers that took his vassals away,
Oh,
his apprentices.
that's not drama. That's just sad.
We're going to need a monkey.
It's June.
Yeah, we're going to need a monkey. We're going to need to know when these things happen or are about to happen so that we don't want to lose anybody.
Having overheard that, I'm going to ask, what is the difference between a proprietor and a peddler?
It's status. The proprietors. You don't know much about these lands at all. A proprietor is someone who sells goods from a more established business. A peddler sells wares wherever he can with a cart, usually.
Okay, well, Someone whose society is based off of masks and loose semantics. Very judgy.
Exactly how well do I think it would work if I showed him the mask I made, the one that looks like my Horizon Walker mask, and
You're
was
not
like,
wearing it?
no, I'm wearing my commoner's mask.
Oh, okay.
You said it was too fancy. You said it was like one step below.
I said it resembled
Yeah.
Steelfist mask.
Yes, resemble. Yes, and I don't want it to resemble that because then people might get weird. So instead, I wore my commoner's mask. But I want to be like, what if I showed it to him and I was like, I will help you make mask for money.
Oh my god.
Look, I have no money.
You-
I walked in off the street. I don't know anything about this practice, but I'll help you.
What's
But
the
I'm
mask?
really,
Want me to help you
really
make
good
some?
at it. Really good at it.
I've only done it once with some random clay that we found outside.
And it was
Kind of
still
had
really
sticks
good.
and dirt in it.
No, this one didn't. The first one did, but he doesn't know that because I'm not going to show him that mask.
Do you want to Antiques Roadshow this to him?
I mean, I don't want to sell the mask. I just want to make money. I need money.
Meanwhile,
That 5 gold isn't doing it for you.
No, not with the noble wealth I'm used to.
and meanwhile, Naruhito, what's going on?
So I'm looking around, and I appreciate these horses, and I kind of want to see if I can find someone to sell me one of them. I'm not too picky of which one. I'm just need to find someone who can sell me a horse. So Naruhito will rejoin the others at the mask maker's store, and then inquire within to see if you can find whoever the proprietor of the horses are.
Okay. You go into the blacksmith, yeah?
To the mask makers. That's where you guys are, in the mask maker store.
So you're gonna join up with the group?
Right.
And what was your mask? What did your mask look like again?
It looked like my icon.
Okay, little tribal kind of icon.
Yeah. I remember I rolled fairly well on it, so it looks good. Actually, I may inquire also if you could give me sturdier straps on it, so when I'm in combat, it doesn't accidentally fall off.
Okay. He sees you come in and he takes a good long look at your mask and he goes, I haven't seen this craftsmanship before. I don't know who made that. And you inquire about straps and things.
Yes.
He said, well, I can fortify it, or if you'd like, and make it stronger. It would take a day. Well, maybe a few hours. But I have some other work in front of that. And you were inquiring about straps. Yeah, I have several other bindings that would probably fit right off the shelf.
If you could do that for me, I'd be very appreciative of it. I'm happy to pay.
The fortification and the straps?
Please.
What if you did the strap yourself? That way you could go ahead and do that tonight while we stay here, rather than waiting for him to get to it tomorrow.
That's not a bad idea, actually. I'll do that instead. So I'll do the...
We sometimes run into bad things on the road. I'm talking to the shopkeeper, Davos. And so, when we're in battle, it would be good not to have, a mask fly off. So do you think it would be a good idea for all of us to get a stronger support?
I can fortify each of these masks and looks at what you're talking about, what you got on, for probably 3 gold apiece.
And what if we just got the straps?
They would hold them on really well.
But
as long as your mask doesn't break.
And that's the 3 gold?
The 3 gold, I would add armor to your mask.
Oh. And that would
Table talk. AC? Yeah, would that increase our AC?
Yes. By one.
I happily give him 3 gold.
Is it the mask you're wearing?
Yes, to the mask that I'm wearing that I made.
Okay. I
You
can't
gonna
do it
get
while
naked
it's on
in
your
front of him?
face.
Is there a changing room that I may be able to
Sure.
remove my mask and hand to you? Thank you.
Sure. He shows you a little curtain.
Is it only a face-sized curtain?
He just puts it on his shoulders and pulls.
He hands you a bag.
Oh
Well,
my god, even
it's
worse.
I poke 2 holes in the paper bag and just put it over my head. It's fine.
No!
No?
it was for changing, not
Oh,
your new
okay.
mask.
No, that's fine. Okay, that's fine.
Though, like, how would he react if Naruhito was like, okay, I'll just wear this paper bag as my mask?
That's
I
the
just
poorest of all masks. I've seen people wear burlap sacks.
I just don't want to be nude in front of him while he is fortifying my own mask.
Did you have another mask other than the one you have? He asked you that. Do you have another mask you can wear?
No, it is the only one I possess.
He hands you a loner mask that looks like it's a white clay mask. It's just like a mime.
I was hoping it would be, you know how sometimes when you go to the store and they have a sign for signing the receipt and stuff, a pen for signing the receipt and stuff, but they do things to it to encourage you not to steal the pen? Like they put a big flower on it or something like that. I was hoping it would be more something like that you would not want to keep this mask on for.
I instantly thought it's chained to the counter.
Same.
No, but it does have a target on the front of it, right in the forehead.
Nice.
On the bottom, it says "Return to Mask Maker in Moss Haven."
Davos, who in this town sells the horses? Or are the horses for sale?
That's usually through the blacksmith.
Excellent. Well, Naruhito's getting his mask thing figured out. Kaz, would you like to accompany me check on some horses? Because I'm not going to drop gold on this mask business until I have a horse.
Yeah, sure.
We'll be right back, and I'd like to head over to the blacksmith's to inquire about some horses.
Who's going?
I think just the 2 of us. Taliana, did you want to keep looking at masks?
No, I think I'm done with masks. I'm gonna head over with you guys to see well, now I we'll have 2 gold left. So I don't know that we can really get anything, but maybe if there's something that one of us could benefit from, we could chip in. I don't know.
I lean into the mask maker. Is it safe for Naruhito to leave your store with the mask he has on?
Oh, I wanted to take him up on the reinforcement too.
Okay, and he gives you a white mask with a target on the forehead that says "Return to Mask Maker in Moss Haven."
Sweet. So now Naruhito, do you want to go with us for about the horse and ask a man about a horse?
He tells you that everybody in town knows that these are temporary masks that you can freely roam, and knows that you're getting your mask worked on. It's fairly common.
And I tell Alexandra that I'll accompany you to the blacksmith and inquire about those horses.
Okay, so you all go?
Yeah.
Okay. You see a man with a mask on, has blacksmith tools on it, horseshoe along the top. It's a pretty good mask. It looks polished. It doesn't look like it was made in a hurry. You probably gather that it looks somewhat of the same quality as the mask makers, some of the masks in the mask maker shop. Cars driving by. He says, hello.
Hello. We are looking to buy horses, and also, do you have cheap armor that works well?
I thought we got
I want
armor.
to spend like very little money, but get better armor.
Every drop of sweat has a price on it. You sound familiar. And he says
Oh
something.
my god. Cass, you do know you have leather armor, right?
Yeah, but it's gross. I pulled it off of Dead Bandit. It's all weird and
He says something infernal. Who knows infernal?
hey, it's me.
He basically says, you're a tiefling.
Yes, I answer in
Very good.
Infernal.
He gives you the tiefling handshake. Hello, yes, and hello. We're both tieflings. Hello, and then stops.
He has. Does he have horns?
He does, but they look like they're part of the mask.
Oh,
The mask kind of fits
nice.
over them, and they poke out.
That's cool. That's clever. That's clever. I did not do that. I imagine that the tiefling handshake here is a little different than the tiefling handshake in Faerun. So, like, I assume there's a little bit of stumbling.
You want to make a dex or a sleight of hand check?
Sure.
It was a little bit awkward, but it's the basics that you got down. He did a couple other things that is, but you kind of managed to follow suit.
Cool.
It wasn't awkward. It was just a little, maybe slightly clumsy in a couple places.
Okay.
I didn't know that tieflings
When
really
you try to walk around somebody and they like also try to walk around you and you do that little dance. Cool.
But you guys managed to make it look smooth, though.
Okay. Yeah. Very suave. I also say you are the first tiefling I have seen here.
We're around. I mean, we're around.
This is true everywhere.
So you want armor and you want horses for free, yes?
No, I think they intend to pay for horses. How much are horses? Generally?
Horses are 30 gold. They're ponies. They're very healthy, very, very good, very strong.
That is a lot.
For you, for your crew, 25. What's your cat doing?
He's needing a blanket.
Looks like he's wrestling a potato.
Either or.
Making biscuits.
You won't find better prices on horses anywhere. I give it to you because I haven't seen a tiefling for a while.
That is very generous, and I do appreciate it. But we arrived here in some unfortunate circumstances, and all of our things were taken. So we have, I think, we almost have that much between all of us.
I don't think.
Except that some people spent some money on mask things, so not quite there, no. But that is good information. If I want a sturdy pony, I will come back to you.
Are any of you blacksmiths? That was a weird accent. I don't know where that came from.
And I stepped forward and I said, I am.
Let me see you make a horseshoe.
Okay. And I approach his forge and
How would you roll for that?
I would. God, that's a good question. Wow, good question.
I will let you roll dex.
Okay, just
I'll let you roll strength. I'm going to be nice.
okay, just a straight
So the
strength roll,
extra
or
one. Yeah, straight strength roll.
okay.
You make a standard horseshoe, but very well made standard horseshoe. And you use all the tools well. He goes, I tell you what, how are you with armor?
Well, to be honest, I'm probably better with horseshoes, but so-so with armor.
Try it.
If you're not,
But-
if it's hard for you, if you're
I
going to
mean-
make some horseshoes for me, I'll pay you.
I could attempt a demonstration on my armor skills for you if you'd like.
Do
Is there
it.
a
You
piece that
made
you
a very
need,
fun mask.
Thank you.
I'm going to say that's more dexterous than strength to make armor.
Okay.
That's a save.
Oops,
That's a
wrong one.
save,
Wrong one.
not a
Wrong
roll.
one. Yeah, that's about right.
You were trying to make a breastplate, and it had some holes in it where you pounded too hard, and it wasn't very good. He said, you should stick to horseshoes. You're not
That's-
very good, are you?
And I said, that's fair. If you need some horseshoes done, I'm happy to help out.
I will pay you 1 gold per 100.
1 gold per 100.
How many can you make in an hour there, Naruhito?
You know, that's a really good question. I don't think I've ever really chimed myself in terms of how many I can do per hour. So
6.
if it's at 6, then
Okay.
well, we'll be here a while.
We need jobs.
How much will he pay you again?
A
1
gold per 100.
Yeah, 1 gold per 100 horseshoes.
Good God.
Minimum wage, man. Gets you.
How much does a horseshoe cost to buy?
I told you guys we were going to only work in gold currency, but this is going to be less than that. And he'll say 10 silver.
That's some inflation.
I have to feed the horses. I have to get the materials. I have to do all this on my own. You have to make money, yes?
We do. Oh God, faster than that. Thank you. It was lovely meeting you.
Very well.
So where do we want to go next?
I'd like to check out the general goods store.
All right, let's do that.
Well, actually, while we're there, we do have some stuff that we got off of like orcs and bandits and whatnot, right? Do we want to see if he is interested in buying those?
Not anymore, no.
Well, I don't think the general goods store is going to want to buy them.
Oh god, actually that would be great if we ask him if he wants to buy them and he's like, I'll give you this much. And I'm like, but I bought them, I did them myself, killed them myself. I found the bandits myself.
I had to find them, I had to murder them, I had to take this off their corpses and drag it all the way back here.
And clean off the blood. It's just a whole process. In fact, what do we want to sell though?
I don't remember what we have because I don't have any of it. Because I don't. I make my own weapons.
Kaz, you have a piece of gold. Like.
Oh, I do. I have a thing. Yeah, that's true. We do have some monies.
Okay, so just FYI, between you two, because you two still have 5 gold each, is that correct?
Yes.
Okay, so between that and the 50 gold, we could get 2 horses, ponies, or, let's go to the other shop just to see if there's anything else that we would want instead, since we do have a ride to Darken whatever.
Yes.
So where are you going? Are you selling? What are you doing?
I guess going over to the general goods store and discussing whether or not we want to try and sell those things.
Okay, you find it with no trouble. It's straight across the path.
Yes.
As you enter, the woman is behind the counter. You can tell she's a woman because the mask doesn't cover her torso, and you can see that she's a woman.
Vast tracts of land. No, sorry, that should have been in character voice. Did she say anything or just...
Welcome, come in. A woman voice. Welcome, come in. It's not going to work. I'm just going to use my regular voice. Welcome, come in. It's just slightly higher than my normal voice, so it just didn't really work, did it?
Though I do appreciate the attempt.
Hi, everybody. Come on in.
Perfect.
How y'all doing today?
You nailed it.
What does she have? Like what kind of stuff does she have?
You see some ropes. You see some bags. You see candles. You see some.
We already have many candles.
There's some food. Regular, just generic food of the land. Some fish, dried fish, potatoes, carrots, onions.
Onions.
Onion.
Papa, yeah. So more grocery store than like I don't know.
Like
does she have any ball bearing?
Stuff.
No.
She does have a bag of ball bearings.
How much is the bag of ball bearings?
It's 1,000 ball bearings for 1 gold.
That's some expensive ball bearing.
They have to make them from scratch here.
Oh my god.
Think about making a ball bearing. How hard that would be.
Don't you just like have little ball bearing casts and you just pour some molten. I have no idea what this process is like.
It's 1,000.
But
they had to do
I
that.
saw The Patriot with Mel Gibson a long time ago, and he just like melted stuff in a spoon and then poured it into a thing, and he had a bullet right there. So it's just that easy. You can do it at a campfire. Movies are fact.
How long do you consider that took him to do one?
Well, he did it in one scene, so
So 1,000 scenes? First,
No.
he would have to fashion little metal soldiers, paint
Well-
them, and then put them into the thing, and then mold it, and then he has to you have to buff it off,
Okay.
cut off all the edges.
He was doing a rough and dirty job on the side of the road, and if he had to make 1,000, yes, that would have been difficult. But if you are set up in a shop to make ball bearings, I think probably you have a little cast that you made, and you just pour all the metal into it, and you let it cool off, and then you dump all the ball bearings out. And it's super quick and easy, and she should give them to me for like a silver.
That
10
sounds
silver?
great.
5 silver.
That sounds great, but I didn't like these.
Well, there you go. Why are they a gold?
You don't sound like you want the ball bearings.
No, I'll give her a gold for the ball bearings.
He takes it. You now have 1,000 ball bearings.
Thanks.
She gives you a potato and a carrot on the house.
Thanks.
You guys are like,
That was painful, I think.
you guys are like, why are you charging me money for this food? It just comes out of the ground.
That thanks was so defeatist, though. Thanks. Do we need anything else, guys?
I don't actually have anything to sell. Does anybody else have anything that we got from the other?
Yeah, that's more of a question for you too.
My thing is gone. You also see some potions, some vials with red liquid in it, and on it has a heart with a plus sign.
How much are those?
I don't think you want those. They're more expensive than the ball bearings, I'll tell you that.
Yes, but they do a bigger job. How much are they though?
They're 5 gold. I have 3.
Kaz, you've just been pretty womaned.
What?
How much is that dress? Oh, it's very expensive. Well, I didn't ask if it was expensive. I asked how much it was.
Mm.
I've never watched Pretty Woman.
Gabby gets it. Huge mistake. Huge.
Can can you make change for a hunk of It's the wrong voice.
No, keep going. That was great.
Okay, Sookie.
No, that's War Tank.
Are you from South 3 Eel?
Sookie Tank.
Can you make change for a gold rock?
Oh, you probably want to see the blacksmith about that.
Oh Lord.
I mean, she takes it and looks at it, puts it on a scale. I'll give you 10 gold for that.
Absolutely not.
All right. I would have just probably taken it across the street and sold it for more.
Thank you for your honesty. I'm going to go. I take my ball bearings, my potato, and my carrot, and I leave.
If I had a nickel for every time I said that.
I do want to go back across the street to the blacksmith and see if he can turn the rock into money.
Yeah, I'd like to go with. And also, did anyone want to part with any of the javelins that we had?
I'll keep mine just in case. You never
Ooh,
know.
do I still have one?
You should.
You should, yeah.
I totally am willing to sell that. Let's see, because I've got a quarterstaff and a scimitar now. So yeah, how much for this javelin? Do you guys? Well, does anybody else want to sell theirs?
I mean, I wanna get him to tell me how much the rock would be. Essentially, I'm gonna walk in then be like, "Excuse me, it's us again. We looked in our bags, and it turns out that we have other things that we took off of dead people that we killed because they were bandits. So, would you give us money for these things?"
And orcs.
Sure. Does it offend people that the orcs are naked?
There's nothing good about orcs. There's only one kind. Wait, are you in the blacksmith?
Yeah.
There's only one good kind of orc. And they're orc.
Well, we created a few of those.
The website I was using for prices and things is not responding at this time.
By the way, it's really awesome that my husband and my daughter are both doing Russian accents together. This is awesome. For me.
And we almost had a southern accent battle.
Oh my
Almost.
god.
Russian, eh?
Sorry, is Kaz not doing a Russian accent?
That's what I said.
Yeah. Apparently I'm really shitty at it.
What accent are you doing?
Persian.
Oh.
I was doing tiefling.
So did we sell them javelins?
I believe the world is loading.
Well, Tony is on the other hand going to be, or Naruhito's going to be like hoarding all the weapons.
Yeah, Gabby, I would have gone with Transylvanian as well, or accepted that as well.
I had to get out a book.
I think if I'm going to do a French accent for Exandra, it's going to be like that French girl on Vikings, the princess.
Show us. Show us.
I can't do it. I don't think I can do it. I mean, all of the lines I can think of that are hers are related to her insulting her husband.
So,
I mean, they don't really go with this character, but
Hi, everybody.
hi.
Okay, how many javelins are there?
3? I thought there were 2.
Yeah, maybe
Yeah.
maybe it was 2.
Yeah. So we're selling 1 because Tavi is selling hers, but Drex wants to keep his. Naruhito.
Okay, we're gonna have to get into other forms of currency. I was wrong and completely foolish to think that I could do this all with just gold. he would offer you 10 silver for that.
But we killed an orc for it. It was hard work.
That's why I'm giving you twice what I usually give.
Oh, Lord.
I want to roll insight to see if I think that's fair.
Okay. You think that's fair?
Bitch.
Does anyone else want to roll insight?
Nah, but I'm going to hang on to it.
I will.
I just want to know if this guy is trying to fleece us. Naruhito, you should
Ooh.
also roll.
You want to sell it to him for that price?
Fine, I'll roll.
What do I think?
You think that's probably twice what the price of what you've seen them for sale before?
And I look at Tavi and I'm like, this is a good deal. You should definitely give him this terrible orc javelin. Anyway, about my rock. Our rock.
Do you hand it to him?
Yeah.
He looks at it. What did I say it was worth?
50.
He looks at it. He looks at it in the light, puts it on a scale, tastes it, looks at it. He says, I'll give you 100 for it.
You are very generous. Thank you. We
you?
accept.
What are you? Yes.
Oh, thank you.
You said the short sword would be 10 silver pieces, right?
I did not say that. I said javelin.
Oh, javelin. Got it. Sorry. I thought we had offered the short sword too. But I think that we're not because Naruhito has that. Never mind.
That would be for him to decide. Unless you're going to steal it from him. Roll sleight of hand.
Nope.
Roll perception as a counter.
Nope. That's why I was noting that he had it, that we didn't offer it, and he had it. Because we've established that he wants all the weapons, all of them.
When he gives us the gold pieces, I will pass out 25 to each person.
Okay. Does everybody accept?
Yeah.
Yep.
Did Tony know what he's accepting?
Wait, what?
You're fired.
You're on the quest to kill the mayor. You accepted, so
Yeah, we have to go kill the mayor now.
No. It's all Drax.
Drex, she just handed you 25 gold from the split of the rock that you guys found.
We're gonna go kill the mayor.
I mean, okay. Just
I did
randomly.
not know you were an assassin. So
You're not going to. That wasn't the quest.
Okay,
You weren't
good.
paying
Because,
attention. I was making fun of you.
oh no, well, I was like, I was answering a question Gabby had, and then we were selling javelins, and I'm thinking, I'm good. I'm just keeping mine, and then next thing I know, you're assassinating the mayor. Wait a minute, what?
Anything else I can do for you?
I thought about trying to sell him my bird, but he's nice, so I won't.
Okay, so
And then you're summoning a new one? Is that what you're going to do?
It disappears if it's more than like, I think, a mile away from me? 100 feet? I don't remember. But yeah, no,
They're
it'll
vastly
just
different
disappear and
distances.
reappear with me.
Okay, so on the topic of horses, we have a ride to get to Darkenfrost. So, I mean, we might need them after. Chances are they are going to be more expensive in town than they are out here. They are ponies and not horses, which means they're smaller.
Are they significantly smaller? Or is he just like
Trolling
all
us.
horses are ponies? In the way that all dogs are puppies?
They look like they're rideable.
That was me flipping you off underneath my cover.
That wasn't actually a jab about you and your lies, but thanks for reminding me about you and your pony lies.
Childhood issues.
It's not! It's mostly adulthood issues. It was just lies.
Welcome to Dungeons and Therapy.
Anyway,
When are we gonna
convenient.
start playing
We all
that?
just got horse money if you would like a horse, because he did say he would sell them to us for 25 gold.
I kind of want to
Apiece.
go to the mayor's office and demand money.
For what?
For what?
I just want to ask how you make money in this damn town and ask him what kind of town he's running.
Well, I'm sure you have some sort of like job or something you get to
So
accomplish.
you're just gonna like
I'm
walk
thinking
in
he
there and be
cares
like,
more about
"Where's
the
your
people."
upper class?
Yes.
Why won't anyone give me money?"
No. Where are your nobles? Where's your sense of pride?
I think
Where's
he's going
the
to kind of
thriving
care.
commerce?
I think he's going to kind of care more about the people who live there than us.
It's not just about us. It's about the people who live there. He has a duty to his people to have the thriving commerce in a great city.
I think they're doing all right when, people show up and agree to pay them monies for their things.
Oh shit.
Building. What's happening? Is this to deter me from going to see the mayor?
I think
sometimes
we're going to deter you from
buildings
going to see
move-
the mayor.
I think the mayor's getting a fancier house.
That was there when you got here. It didn't fly in. It has a sign on it that says N. It's called the Shady Inn because you didn't see it when you first came in, but
See, look, already making improvements.
the blacksmith bought it with a new shiny rock.
God. When we go there, is it the same guy?
No. It was there the whole time. Somebody just didn't put it in there.
Okay.
Actually,
Do we
it's a
want to get
token-
horses?
It's a token and not a building. Yeah, I can move it around, not like the other building.
You can just move it to the map and background layer, and it'll do its thing.
It's okay. It's fine where it is.
Okay, so I was mentioning that since we have a ride to Darkenfrost, do we really need horses and stuff?
Yeah, I mean, I don't really know
Well,
what is going to happen after that.
right. And as I recall, I think not all of us could get on the wagon at once. And so I was thinking if we had at least.
No, we convinced him to make room. We can all ride in there now.
Oh, okay.
Don't laugh at me. I have a problem with ends, you guys.
Well, the first one looks fine.
Sleep.
It's the spelling of this land. It says it's the predominant letter in that word. In. What are we doing?
Going to the mayor.
Oh Lord, don't.
No.
What?
No.
No. This town is too small for
Too small for nobles, and they
Not
probably don't have a
all
lot of money in
towns.
this town anyway.
I don't think I was asking.
Not all towns can have nobles.
You going by
Not all
yourself, or are you going with
No.
your crew?
Well,
Anybody going
I mean-
with her?
It doesn't sound like they're going with me, so.
I'll go with her just to keep her out of trouble.
What trouble? I'm a noble. This is what we do. We hobnob with other people.
Oh God. Yeah, no. I'm.
Don't forget your name is Zara.
As far as I can tell, everybody's still on the cart.
Bob.
Haven't gotten out of the cart yet.
That's fair.
We're using our words.
We've been mentally
okay.
projecting ourselves from one building to the next.
Just astral projecting myself into other people's lives. How much is the inn? I bet it's 10 gold.
100 gold, a night for all of you. Really nice rooms. Okay, so are you going to the mayor?
Yes. I would like to go to the mayor's office.
I'm gonna go to the inn and see how much it is.
That was not you. Oh, you're going with her. That's right.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. So that's what we're doing. We're splitting up. Okay. You go to the door and it's locked and the lights are out inside.
I knock cordially.
What time of day or night is it?
It's coming on, let's say 6, 7 o'clock. It's getting darker, not your regular day dark.
Would it be an inappropriate time to knock on the door?
Now, you can knock. I mean, it's up to you.
That's not what I asked. Like, in this world, is that too late to go talking to an individual? Because, like, offices close, businesses close.
I would think 6 to 7 for the mayor would not be terrible, although your purpose is terrible.
From what you've determined from asking everyone what the appropriate time of day to knock on a mayor's door, you have no idea because you haven't asked anybody that.
It was table talk for the world, not for the individuals.
I was guiding you.
That's not how that works.
How is that not how that works?
Yeah, I don't. Okay, whatever. I knock on the door. Cordially.
There's no answer.
And no sign of motion or life or anything. No lights go on.
No smoke from the chimney. The lights are off. Door's locked.
I
Oh,
said
the door's
exactly.
closed. You haven't tried to see if the door's open.
There's been no mayor here for 50 years.
He moved on. Now he's governor.
I want to look in the window and make sure I don't see anybody moving or doing anything.
Curtains are closed.
I leaned over and I said, maybe we should come back tomorrow. What do you think?
You have no mustache.
Indeed, it comes and goes.
Cat shark.
Is there a back door? I walk around to see if there's a back door.
You
I
haven't
sh-
moved your token once.
Bob,
this
you
whole
have
game.
one job.
I shake my head and I
Where
follow
are our
her.
tokens on this map? I don't see our tokens anywhere.
I do.
Really?
Right above the mayor
Yeah,
table.
really?
I don't know. Okay, I moved you. It's on stream. I see it on stream.
And I followed behind.
Perhaps you should refresh your page if you haven't done so since I changed your token.
Yeah, I don't know. I saw the writing and adding the in, but I don't see token anywhere. So yeah, I will refresh the page.
While she's doing that, Casimir and Taviana, you see them move to the back of the mayor's house.
Well, that looks like it is going well.
So it's
I
not
won't
just his office, it's his house. And he's not there. I feel a mystery afoot.
Do you see the tokens now?
Yep.
Weird. You are standing at the back door. Uh-oh, what happened? Where'd you go?
I went into the inn. Sorry, the inn.
Gone forever. Sorry.
But it was on top of me. I got crushed underneath the entire
You
inn.
climb underneath the inn. Roll perception. You guys are at the back door. What do you do? You find out.
I have dark vision. I see everything.
With dark vision and a 21, you see a surprisingly lack of amount of rats underneath the inn, like you would see everywhere else.
Cool. Very fancy.
So I was looking for a back door if there was one. Is there?
Okay, I said like 3 times you're standing at the back door. I don't know
Awesome.
how I can be more clear than that.
Okay, awesome. I knock on the back door.
Nothing happens.
I lean over and I say, I don't think anyone's home. Maybe we should come back tomorrow.
I'm debating whether or not I want to kick down the door.
I thought you. What?
What?
What happened to respectable noble? This is what I do.
I am being respectable. They could be dead in there. It's his house, apparently.
Why don't you ask around first?
Why would you suspect death when someone is simply not home?
At 7 p.m. at night or 6 p.m. at night?
Yes.
Yeah.
Maybe he's
Perhaps
having a
you should
drink with a
ask around
friend.
town first.
We did. We talked to the mass person. And he said the mayor would be across the street. Like,
Well, he said across the street was the mayor's house. He didn't say like the mayor is in there right now.
He did not. That was not the question you asked.
I'm just staring at the door.
It stares back. Do you want to try to intimidate the door?
Always, never.
It's not intimidating. It's a door.
What's going on inside the inn?
Meanwhile, at the end, one moment, I wasn't prepared for the end. I kind of came in at the last minute because I forgot it.
But he was there the whole time.
It was. Yeah. Pay no attention.
So I said to Alexandra, I don't think that door's gonna open. I mean, I know you're furrowing your brow really hard, but I don't think that's gonna work. We should probably move on.
Hi, everybody. I just made a character. You go in and you see a Goliath standing behind the counter of the inn, counter/bar. You see several tables throughout the place, a couple higher chairs along the bar, and you see a couple tables with people playing games of chance.
Huh, maybe the mayor's here.
What are the masks like on the various games of chance as far as like fanciness?
They're somewhat common. Some have dice on them. Some have what look to be some sort of playing card on them, all representing games of chance. Gamblers by trade. You know them as gambler masks. Because I said earlier, you would just know what your masks were from then on. The guy behind the counter says, "Can I help you?"
Yes, thank you. How much is a room? The room.
One room, 50 silver per night.
Excellent. How many rooms do you have?
You mean rooms available?
Yes.
3.
How many beds are in each room?
1 big bed.
I would like to get 2 rooms for one night.
He thinks about it for a minute. 1 gold.
I hand him the gold.
He hands you 2 keys. It says 1 and 2.
It's a very good system you have. I like it.
Thank you. You want food?
Is it does it come with the room?
No.
Oh. How much is food?
5 silver each.
Sure, I will have some food.
1 or many.
And I would like also some
2?
of your finest ale.
Yes, some ale as well. Yes.
Ale, 5 silver. Two food, 2 ale. He thinks about it for a little bit. 30 silver. Did you pay him?
Yeah.
He says, sit, and he all goes on the back.
Like right here, or do we just pick a table?
You sit where you want.
Okay, thank you. I'll pick a table near-ish to one of the games of chance.
There are two. Well, there's one right next to one of the games of chance. There's one a little bit askew from that, where you can probably hear what they're saying, probably, but it's not right next to them. That's the one you
Cool.
want?
Yeah.
Okay. After, okay, he goes to get your food. What are you guys doing at the mayor's office back door?
I've decided I'm part of the mayor of this town because clearly they've been abandoned.
You're free to think that.
And I say to Alexander, all right, it's getting late. And I don't know about you, but I'm getting kind of hungry. So how about we just go to the inn?
I'm going to call her Your Honor now.
Yeah. Well, I am. Technically, I'm the mayor, so this is my home.
Oh God.
Wait, what? This isn't your home.
They've been abandoned by their mayor. They need proper leadership, obviously.
X, we don't even have keys. Come on now. Let's not be silly about this. How about we get some food and then tomorrow morning we can come back to the office, and if no one's there, then you can be the mayor of the town. How about that?
But this is my home now.
It'll still be here tomorrow.
Why would I sleep in not my home?
What if the mayor
go to the
comes?
church.
What?
I am the mayor. I'm gonna go to the church, I guess.
You want to go to the church?
Yup.
Okay.
As you
Let's go to the
approach
church.
As you go to the front door of the church, we're going to take 5 minutes. Back in about 5 minutes, we're going to take a short break. Welcome back. I see we have some straggler. Is Brittany here?
She is feeding the cat.
Cool. Okay, so we'll go back to the inn, and he brings you an extraordinarily large plate of food, of fish and pork and carrots and potatoes. It's a very, very good amount of food for your money, and the ale is in a large mug, about twice what you're used to.
Thank you. This is a lot.
Anything else?
Dreve is here. And Gabby's back.
Do they want some ale or some food? Okay, so you guys get your food. I imagine you're going to eat your food.
Yeah.
And we go back to the church.
Yeah, tell me about that church.
You approach the church. The door's closed. It looks like a church. It has a symbol of, not the one that's written next to it, but it has a symbol. It looks like a volcano with dragon wings underneath.
And I'm assuming it's dark inside.
You kind of see some light through the stained glass windows.
When you say the doors are closed, do you mean that they look like they're just normal closed? It's not like they're, like, would they normally supposed to be open?
Most of the doors around here have been closed when you went up to them. This is no different.
Excellent. I go up and knock on the door.
You hear some footfalls, and somebody peeks out the door, like confused. Ah, come in, come in.
Hello. I go in. What does the inside of the church look like?
There are rows of pews leading up to an altar, and on the back wall, in between two other stained glass windows down each side, you see the same symbol you saw outside. What can I do for you?
Where is that voice coming from?
It's the guy who opened the door.
And he looks like...
He's a
Just a
human
guy?
male.
Okay.
Human male. He's got vestments on, a mask with the same symbol that's on the front and on the back and to the top of his mask.
Hello, my name is Zara. I'm not from here. I'm not from this country. Never been here before. Can you please tell me about your religion?
Oh, that would take a long time.
You have like a Cliff Notes version.
He goes on to tell you over the course of several minutes about how they pray to keep the tumblers at bay, and that the great dragon under the earth does not waken. That's the basic premise.
Got it. Got it, got it, got it. And everyone in this town worships this religion? What's the name of your religion?
It's
do you
not so much
have
that
a
we
name?
worship. We just try to pray that the bad things do not happen.
Do you have a name for the dragon, or is it just the dragon beneath the world?
The great dragon beneath the world.
Excellent. And I'm assuming you're the parishioner of this establishment?
They try to offer people comfort.
Do you know where the mayor is?
I believe he's traveling. I'm throwing like 20 different accents into this. I'm just going to go straight. I think I went from Irish to French to something else. I don't know. I believe he's traveling probably as a representative of this town to the Great Fair.
Oh shit, we have to get to the fair. How far is the fair from here? How long of a travel?
Probably, are you walking or riding?
Assume we're traveling by horse.
Probably a day and a half.
Excellent. Did he have a name? I introduced myself. I don't know if he introduced himself.
He's Father Donovan, he says, in an accent that changes from time to time.
Well, Father Donovan, what is the name of your mayor?
Edward Markson, Governor.
Edward Marks Governor. Okay. Excellent. It was very pleasurable to meet you, and I'm going to now go join my compatriots. Thank you for your time. And then I'm going to leave.
I just made up the spelling of governor on that one.
I believe it.
Governor.
And I say to the parishioner quietly, "Thank you for your time. Sorry for the intrusion. Have a good night." And I walk
Come
away.
by anytime. Anytime. Well, not anytime. I sleep, but later than this. But the doors are always open when I'm awake. So just, you don't have to knock. Come in. It's a church.
Yes, thank you for your time. And I walk away.
All protections to you from the great dragon under the earth. He does a little volcano symbol. All protection.
And I nod and keep going.
Okay. You successfully managed to leave the church.
I say to Alexandra, where'd you go?
We were walking away, man.
You're not going to go into the mayor's house and claim the throne, so to speak.
Well, I might, but I need to have some ale first.
Okay, you go into the inn.
That will foster reasonable decisions.
Always. It'll give me disadvantage on all my rolls.
Can I help you?
I look around the room for our compatriots. Are they
You
in
find
here?
them easily.
Excellent. I'm going to go join them.
Okay. They've eaten about half their food and they're stuffed, but the ale remains and they're drinking the ale. If you drink ale.
I push my plate toward you guys. Do you want food? We ordered pretty cheap food and they gave us so much.
You found it delicious too.
It is very good.
And I say, I'm happy to help. Please. Thank you.
Yeah, I pushed my plate as well, but I held on to my ale.
Yes, I'm keeping the ale.
He comes up. Anything else for you two?
I'll have some water, please.
Boring.
How much is ale?
5 silver.
I will
4
have
of this glass, and it looks huge. It's big.
I'll have one of those, please. And I give him 4 silver. 5 silver. The silver.
How many silver did you end up giving him? Because it sounds like 9.
5.
You gave him 4 silver, and then 5 silver, and then 1 silver.
No, the amount that he said.
He takes it and goes behind and pulls a beer or an ale and brings it back to you. It's cold, and walks away.
Snubbed that water though, huh?
He goes in the back.
Does the water come in a tiny glass?
He comes back with a tiny glass of water. But it's a pint. He said, shot glass of water.
And I graciously take it from him and I say, thank you.
Your
Continue
ales are
eating.
like 4 pint sizes.
After he walks away, I lean over and I say, I love him because he thinks that everything should be very much larger than it is.
Hence the giant plate of food, I imagine.
Yes, he is a very large person.
So did we procure rooms for the night?
Yes, I got 2. Because each one has 1 bed and 2 of us sleep and 2 of us do not.
Oh, perfect. How much do I owe you?
I don't know. It was some silver. I don't.
Okay, we'll figure it out later then. And I continue enjoying my meal.
You hear from the next table over one of the men going, ah! And the other one going, yay!
I've been like watching their game as I ate. Do I think any of them are cheating?
Insight. Seems like they're just rolling dice.
Cool.
I think after I finish my ale, I'm gonna go back up to our rooms or whatever. Ask Kaz if he would like to go.
Yes. So we shall retire.
Anyone else?
I do the same after I finish my meal.
When
A long rest.
you get to the top of the stairs and there's the first door is marked with a 1 on it. The second door is marked with a 2. Further down the hall, there's other doors marked with numbers. If you'd like to check out what those numbers are, you can go down there.
Oh, that's okay. I'll leave the number 2 key with Taviana and Naruhito, and we'll go try the number 1 key on the number 1 door.
It opens. You go in, and you find a very large bed. It's like California king size. It's huge. It's probably the biggest bed you've ever seen.
Of course it is.
There's also some furniture. There's some chairs and a small table. Small, not a big table. It's small. There's no television. There's no book in the coffee table or in the nightstand next to you. There's no book there.
Are there any complimentary chocolates?
There's a complimentary potato on each one of your pillows.
Damn it! There's so many potatoes.
All these carbs.
So we're alone now, yeah? I closed the door behind us.
Yeah.
Okay, done.
Excellent. Okay, so let's just talk about how the heck we got nabbed by Curiosity.
Yeah, what the fuck?
What the literal fuck? Why is that bitch after us now?
Well, retaliation is not so surprising. She's goddess of revenge, among other things.
But how does she know you're alive?
But that I don't know.
Do you think they can get to us here?
Possibly. None of these people know anything about the Underdark, so I don't know if there's access, but I also don't know how easy it would be for them to track us if they find the wreck of the ship.
Yeah. I was also wondering, like, if it's possible that the tumblers are someone making tunnels underneath, like almost like an Underdark expansion. But I don't know if that's just me being paranoid. I mean, this bitch found us in the middle of, a bar, thinking that you're probably dead. I don't know how she knows that you're alive, but this is some spooky stuff, man.
Yeah.
Spooky.
Just to interject here, the boat did completely sink underwater. Sorry, it was pertinent to the conversation. Please go ahead.
Yeah, I suppose she has spies around. Maybe they were trying to track you down and they saw us together. But if she has any sort of divination magic or anything that will help her find the wreck, I feel like it will probably be pretty easy for her to follow our trail.
So I have to keep being Zara.
And probably try to seem less like a foreigner.
Says the person with the tail and the accent.
There was a tiefling.
It's true. There was.
With an accent.
Yeah, established.
Your point is valid. Most people just don't proclaim themselves mayor of a town, but
I am not most people. I'm an elf. So what do we want to do here? Like, I'm assuming we get back to Darkenfrost and then we try to find a way home, right?
Well, I don't know. For now, I think I don't know how easy it would be to find the ship, and if there is no Underdark access here, it might be safer here for now than it would be in the Sword Coast until we figure out the way to deal with her.
You're not suggesting that we stay here, are you?
I mean, not forever.
But what? We can't stay here. I mean, we can't even hide here. We don't have anything. We don't have anything. I don't have any of my things.
Well, but we adventure and we do things and we get money. We can make money. And it seems like they have interesting things going on. I bet if we find that Slayer or find out what it is that suddenly started causing earthquakes, they would pay us a lot of money.
Yeah, I also need to figure out how to let my family know that I'm alive, because they are not going to be okay if they think I'm just missing. It's going to become a problem
Again.
fast.
Yeah.
Yes, again. Okay, but last time they had ransom notes, so they at least knew where I was.
Though to be fair, you've been taken by the same person. They might have new ransom notes. She's kind of a bitch.
That would be interesting. Well, I need to. That's what I'm saying, though. I need to let them know, like, where I am, so that they don't get worried. And I'm thinking about my family now. Well, I want to get to the festival and I want to get to the fair, but after we get to a major city, I have to find a way to contact my family.
Do you don't have a spell that does sending or a message or anything?
Shit, do I?
I don't. But I'm sure they have someone who does, if you do not, and you can send them a message telling them that you are alive and safe and not in captivity.
What about that piercing blade lady? I want to meet her.
Yes, I am interested in both her and the Slayer and the supposed dragon.
Yeah. I want to find that guy and talk to him about his duties as a whatever his title, Slayer. I guess it's his official title, isn't it? Yeah, I want to talk to him about that, because he should be doing a lot more to protect his people.
Right, and it does seem like a strange title for a government official.
I mean, I've never heard of a Slayer before, but I guess it's kind of their version of a president, right? King? Noble? King? That's cool.
I don't know what the president is, no.
What, they don't have them where you come from?
No.
I'm sorry, czar, whatever.
It's a king named Servant. Sorry, just kidding. I didn't have.
Well, tomorrow I think we should really just like sprint if possible. We'll talk to Taviana and we'll talk to Naruhito about it, but I think we should just try to get to the fairs as fast as possible so that we can try and like get word out that I'm okay, and then also figure out what we're going to do here.
Okay. Oh, that sounds good. But yeah, I do want to know some of those things about the piercing blade lady and the Slayer person, which is also why I think it might be good to stay here for a while. We have things to entertain us, even if we don't have any money at the moment.
I'm going to march right up to them and I'm going to say, hey, mister, hey, lady, look, we got to get home. And there's some money in it for you guys if you can get us home. And maybe that'll change their minds and they'll let us go. Wait, they're not really keeping us here, actually, now I think about it. But we need
they're not going to know what we're talking about.
The twins have got to be super worried. I just can't like leave like that, man. I can't just disappear.
I thought you were going to march up to them and tell them that they need to work on their governing abilities.
That's the first order of business, yes. First order, work on your governing abilities. Second order, help me get out of here. But anyways,
And I'm
we'll
now
figure
mayor.
it out. Was mayor of Moss Hollow, noble of Faerun. No, but we should get to that fair. Maybe they'll have cotton candy at the fair.
Okay.
So, Bob, are you done eating?
Yeah, no, that was good. That was real good. I think we're just gonna head upstairs and get some rest. What are you gonna do?
Same. Kaz, did you leave us a key?
Yeah, she left. Oh, sorry.
Okay, so let's head up.
You
Okay.
guys head up the tops of the stairs. You see the first door is marked with the number 1. Your key, you remember, is marked with the number 2. And the second door is marked with a number 2. And there's more doors down the hallway if you'd like to check them out, what's on their door.
I put the key into the door and
System.
open the door that's labeled number 2.
It opens. You go in, I would imagine, and there's a really large bed in there, probably larger than you've ever seen before. It's like California king size. There's also a chair with a really small table. You'd think it'd be a big table, but it's a small table. And there's a nightstand that does not have a book in it.
And complimentary potatoes.
And on each pillow, there's a complimentary potato.
I placed the potato in my bag. I looked at Taviana. I said, "Do you mind splitting the bed? You'll take one side, I'll take the other. Do you have a preference?"
I'll be meditating anyway, so that's fine. And no, I don't.
The chair looks comfortable. It's just next to a small table.
Yeah, but it's a big bed, so
Okay,
it's got to be more comfortable than a chair.
that's fine. Do you take your potato?
I do. And put it in my bag.
Okay,
Good to
plus
know.
1 potato,
Potatoes.
because potato.
So I doff my armor. Is that the right word to take it off?
Correct.
So I do that, the chainmail and boots and whatnot. Not down to like, just my shirt and small clothes and whatever. And then I crawl into bed, and then I just pass the heck out because it's the first time that I've slept in a real bed in what feels like quite some time.
At least 4 episodes.
Yes.
You fall asleep with your mask on. What about you, Taviana?
No, I removed my mask and
I definitely removed mine too.
I removed mine and all my clothes.
Feels good. Okay, you go to sleep or meditate, as the case may be, or whatever thing you do. You gain all your spell slots back. Up to half your level in hit dice that you've spent along the way can be regained. And it's the next day. Do you sleep in? Do you get up? Whatever you want to do. It's up to you.
I'm definitely an early riser. Gonna wake up and do some morning stretches. Still nude, no mask.
yoga.
And then I'm gonna get dressed and put my mask on and go downstairs to see if there is any breakfast options and or mare.
Anyone else?
Yeah, I head down about the same time.
By the
Got
way,
it.
I'm not going to go to the mayor's office. I just, like, if he's down in the brunch hall, I actually really want to go find the dude that we were riding with.
Daytimer.
Yes.
I
I have
feel
a
like the
DM
mayor's
question.
probably
real fast.
gonna.
Okay. What's up next?
I think I've asked this before. I just don't remember the answer. But how do we regain our hit dice? Is that after a long rest? Do we gain them all back, or?
During a long rest, you're able to regain half your level's worth of hit dice. You're level 4, so you can get 2 hit dice back.
Okay.
if you spent more than that, you won't have all your hit dice. But if you spent 2 or whatever, you can get 2 back out of your maximum of 4.
That's his
Okay.
hit dice, not HP though. Tones.
Your hit points are all restored to maximum of your hit dice. Your hit points are restored.
Cool. Okay, I'm good. I wake up. I slowly contemplate getting out of bed because I had a great night.
Big
But-
ale.
Yeah, but I eventually slowly get out of bed and stretch and
Oh, that's right. You had water. You didn't have ale.
right. But then I put on my armor, adjust my mask, and then head down and join the others.
Okay. He says 10 silver for breakfast.
I happily give him 10 silver for breakfast. However, judging on the food we saw last night, Naruhito, do you want to split a plate or do you want your own?
No, I'll happily split a plate with you. Yeah, sounds good.
Sweet. I will give him 10 silver. The Goliath innkeeper.
Anyone else?
Yes.
That's 2. He looks at you. Jess,
Kaz, are you down here with us?
you want breakfast?
I'm probably gonna wander down a little bit later, but I'll just split what Taviana gets.
Then 2. Be right back. Anything to drink? Ale?
Yes.
No,
2
thanks, sir.
ales?
I'll
1
take a
ale?
water.
No thanks, I'll just have water.
Based on my history with you, Kaz, would I know if you want an ale or not?
Water in the morning.
Okay.
2 waters, 1 ale. He walks away. Comes back. Really large breakfast. Easily splittable.
Yay!
And giant ale for Taviana and 2 waters in front of Norihito and I'll get this eventually.
Exandra?
Yeah. Yeah, Zillicent.
So, Tavi, Ito, are you guys ready to travel back to, or rather to travel to the fair?
Yeah, ready when you guys are. I just want to get breakfast down first.
Yeah, I think we need to go find Daytimer and travel out with him and our horses.
Are we getting
When-
horses then?
You're
We
not
never
here.
really. Right, but table talk, we never actually finished that discussion. Nobody committed to horses.
I can't afford it, so I'm just gonna pick up my mask before we leave.
I thought you got 25 gold pieces.
Remember when you were distracted earlier and I said you were going to kill the mayor?
Yeah,
You
25
actually,
gold
instead of
pieces.
that, you got 25 gold pieces.
Oh, okay. I thought that was 25 gold pieces to kill the mayor, and so since that wasn't going to happen, I didn't get 25 gold pieces.
Oh my god, I went to the mayor's house
Killing
and
the mayor
thought we
was
were
a
going to
fake
kill him.
because you weren't listening.
Casimir sold the shiny gold rock you got, I believe, from the elemental and
Which is-
got 100 gold pieces for it.
Oh, okay. See, that's where the
Then
confusion came
He
from.
then turned around, split it into 4, and gave you 25 gold pieces, and you weren't listening during that, so I made fun of you.
Got it.
You're
You
welcome.
To the mayor's house with me because you thought I was going to kill him.
No, I went to the mayor's house with you, so I just didn't feel like if we were going to split the party to, let you go by yourself. That's all.
Because that would have been the moment if we were going to kill the mayor.
I wasn't gonna let you kill the mayor.
Anywho, you do have the gold, and this is part of the conversation about what our plans are. So
It's like Dungeons and Dragons, right? Three guys go, yeah, we'll get horses. And the other guys, I'll just walk. Rendering the other three horses stupid because you got to go at his pace, right? That's just how it is. It's funny to me.
And as I recall, the pricing for the horses was 30 gold apiece.
25.
25.
Yeah, it was reduced. And the pros and cons, in my opinion, are number one, we don't need horses at the moment because we're going to town. We have a ride, but we will probably need them in the future. But these are ponies, which are smaller than horses.
And as I said before, these, although being ponies, they look like they're completely able to function as normal horses for you.
Okay. So I think that they're probably cheaper here than they would be anywhere else because we're out in the boonies. We will need them later. So although we don't need them immediately, it might benefit us. But then that's pretty much getting rid of all of our gold.
Yeah, I think I'm going to. For me, I think I'm going to hold off on getting a horse just yet.
From looking at the horses, do we think that 2 people could fit to a horse, or is that going to be too much?
I would say that you could ride 2 at a time, but not for extended periods of time. Let's just drop the name pony and call them horses. I was giving you the pony price for the horses,
Aww.
so I called them a pony. So let's just call them horses.
Okay,
They're horses.
so what do you guys think about pulling the money, getting 2, just to bring with us? That way, when we need them later, it'll be hopefully cheaper. And we still have gold if we need it.
I think that's a good idea, especially if we're traveling with Daytimer, because his cart can hold 2 people. So 2 of us could ride with him and 2 of us could ride the horses.
Okay.
Who's buying horses?
How about me and Bob?
I'll put some money in too. We can ask Kaz when he comes down here if he wants to also pitch into buying the horses.
And when he shows up, he agrees. They're for the whole group, so yeah.
Oh, hey, good morning. Welcome.
Morning.
They ate
Alexandra,
about half your breakfast.
person.
There's a large supply of hash browns and some
Excellent.
carrots and some eggs
I should have asked
and
about
some
coffee.
bacon.
So many carrots. Cool. Yeah. He just starts eating.
So if we're all putting in money for the horses, how much do we put in a piece? 12 each, so that or 13 each, I guess.
It's
We've
12 and a half.
also split. I've approved the use of silver.
Yeah, so it would be 12 gold and 50 silver.
Ah, okay.
Keeping track. $50 or is it 5?
What, silver to gold?
Yeah, was it 10 silver equals 1 gold?
I thought it was 100, wasn't it?
I think that's copper.
$10 silver to 1 gold piece.
So it would be 5 silver. So 12 gold and 5 silver.
Okay, who's going to go buy them?
I vote Kaz comes with wherever and whoever goes, just because you seem to have a rapport with the smith.
Excellent.
And I believe Taviana suggested that she and I buy the horses.
Yep.
Alexandra, do you want to go find what's his name? The
Daytimer.
peddler?
Sure do.
I'm sorry, who?
Daytimer.
You still see his cart parked outside the mask maker's shop.
Cool.
Two of you are still wearing masks that say property of mask maker and
Oh, that's right. Thank
Moss
you.
Hallow.
Yeah, we should probably head to the mask maker, get our masks back.
If you're ready.
If you want, you two can go do that. I'll go see about the horses, and Alexandra can go find Daytimer.
Sounds
Get
good.
it all at once.
Okay, let's do that.
Who's first? Masks?
Sure.
It's closest.
Yeah.
Okay. You see Daytimer in the mask shop still talking with Davros.
I poked my head out the door and called to Ix that I found him.
Davos. He said, yes, I've finished your masks. I've added the extra straps. I've fortified them. They are now +1 to your armor class. He doesn't say. He says that just dragons you away. They feel more comfortable too. Them like they kind of fit better.
And it hurts people more when they punch you in the face.
It's less likely to break now. He's waiting before he hands them over for his gold.
I give him 3 pieces as agreed upon.
He hands you your mask.
I do the same.
He hands you your mask.
Does anybody know how? I'm trying to create this as a equipment item, but I'm not sure how to make the AC.
We'll deal with that off stream. For now, just remember you have +1 AC. That fair? Or do we want to spend time doing that now?
No, that's cool, and I'm looking it up.
Probably what you can do is take another item that has a +1 to the AC and then rename it. Like bracers of defense or something. Okay, so anything else in there?
No, I thank him for his effort and proceed to find the others to get the horses.
You put your new mask on.
Yes.
Okay. I'm sure you ducked back in the curtained area again. Okay, cool. You too? Taviana?
Yep.
Okay, Kaz, you go to the blacksmith.
Yes.
Would you like to look at the horses that you want to buy first?
Yes, I haven't looked at them before. I want the black one and the half and half one.
The blonde with the tan butt?
Yeah. And
Those are on a map layer, so I'll give them to you like
cool.
next time.
Cool. And since it's just me this time, I'll just speak in Infernal. Hello.
which means it's very
Bless
good
you.
to see you.
And you. Um, we would like to buy 2 horses.
Which ones?
The black one and the one with the tan butt.
Okay. What did I say? 25? So the two of those together makes 50. He's really impressed with his
Yes.
math skills.
And I hand him the money that everybody pulled together.
He takes it. He gives you the keys.
What? Where's what?
To your new Mustang.
You gonna be needing you gonna be needing saddles for those?
Do they not come with riding gear?
They aren't really bored with saddles.
Well, no, I mean in the selling process. I guess so, yes. How much are saddles?
I don't know.
Just write him an IOU and just promise we'll pay him back when we come back around these parts.
You can get a long ship for 10,000 gold pieces.
I don't have that or want to. No.
Wow. They list everything else. Saddle is blank.
Gabby says
Cool.
2 gold, bridle and bit.
Cool.
She's not the boss of me.
Saddle is 10 gold, so that'd be 12. Times 2 is 24.
So half that. 12.
Okay. Sure. I'll go ahead and give him 12 gold for that.
Okay, and I'm subtracting the 4 gold from my gold.
And he happily gives them to them. They look fairly nice too. Not like regular saddles. They look fancy-ish.
This is very good work.
Thank you. I try to do good work. In Infernal.
And yeah, I'll get him ready to go and lead him back over to the cart.
Okay. Daytimer goes, you guys ready to move on?
Yep.
Ready when
All
you
right.
are.
Okay.
And we even got horses so that your wagon doesn't have to work as hard.
Excellent. Very good. I just adopting sympathy. Well, she's right. Sympathy accents. Oi, you're right. Okay. Why don't you switch to the other one, Cass? We good? Cool. So you proceed to what you believe is north. It's kind of hard to judge with the sun low in the sky because you can't really tell where it is, but he seems to know where he's going. Who's riding? Who's riding on the cart and who's on the horses?
I'm on the cart.
I'll do a horse.
I'll do a horse.
Okay.
Are you going to travel in front or behind the cart?
I figure behind.
Same.
Okay, he leads the way. It's fairly uneventful for several hours. Anything you want to accomplish while you're riding?
So he's driving the cart, right?
That's correct.
And I would like to sit inside the cart. And there's no like direct connection from the driver's seat to the inside, right? Or is it
Not,
open?
it's a closed,
Okay.
boxed cart.
What all does he have in here?
He has, there's a closed compartment leading to the front of the cart. In the very back, he has some potatoes and some carrots. You see several of the fire starters that he gave you. Some little, it looks like little puppets, marionette kind of puppets, and some various wares.
I'm gonna play with the puppets and make a little story about how Kitty on Sully sucks and is the worst.
There's two riding behind that can probably see that. Would you like to roll a performance?
Sure.
They look very lifelike while you're doing it, despite being in a moving cart, and the voices were spot on.
I'm very good at this. It is because I was there for so long. I know exactly what she sounds like.
Taviana and Alexandra, you see that, and you see just an incredible amount of performance going into this little puppet show for a few hours.
Oh, now I wish I was in the cart.
You can ride up and try to change places or something.
No, I said that under my breath to Tavi.
Okay. Because, puppet show, right?
Your friend is very entertaining.
Our friend.
Well, she was your friend. He was your friend first.
But you've been together for 4
Yeah.
pieces of growing. 4 ages. Okay. Let's see. So you've been traveling for about 3 hours. And let's get everybody who can see outside, which is, I guess, everybody, because I said the back was open, do a perception check. Okay. Do you not want to? Jess?
She did.
Oh, she did. She's the first one. Sorry. You're in the cart, so you can't tell as well as everyone else that it seems like you see some flashes of red in the woods around the trail. And you hear that there's probably people out there.
Well, I can't see it. I'm very involved in my puppet show.
I ride up next to Daytimer and ask him about the flashes, and is that going to be a problem?
Oh, I need to roll for him. He didn't notice. He was probably singing a song or something, but now that you have told him about it, he does see what you're talking about. And he says it's probably raiders.
Does he whisper it? Like, can I hear him say that?
He says it to who else was on the card?
Um,
I'm on the card as well.
Yeah.
I'm sitting beside him. So
Right. He probably mentioned it to you since you saw it. Oh, who asked who?
Tatiana asked.
yeah, Taviana rode up next to him and asked.
Oh, so you two heard that.
Do you suggest any tactics for avoiding them?
We should try to move ahead.
Are we going to pick up the pace?
Yeah, and he does pick up the pace.
And then I ride to the back. Kaz, you're in the back of the cart, right? All right, so I let you guys know. You and Zara. Except I should be calling Kaz Bellicose.
I'm setting something up. Sorry.
If the bandits start approaching us, I want to put on my red bandit mask and act like I've already taken over this caravan and they can't have it.
That's actually not a bad plan. We could tell him our plan.
I could also put on my red mask as well, Raider mask, because I kept mine as well.
All right. So, Kaz, you said that when I told you, so I ride back up and I tell Daytimer and Bob the plan, and then I move back to the back again and get my red mask ready in case.
Is Daytimer going to be chill about that?
He seems aghast by the proposition of putting on a Raider's mask.
Okay. It's like a lie that you tell so you don't get killed.
It's like the puppets. Remember the puppets?
Just like your peddler mask. You're not a peddler. You are more fancy than this, but you wear the peddler mask so that people will not rob you.
Where did you go, Jess?
What?
Her token?
Yeah,
It's over by the inn.
Yeah.
that's why I didn't grab you. Who's riding which horse?
I'm on the non-black one.
I'll take the black one.
Everything just disappeared. This was an older map, so things aren't cooperating. Sorry for the delay. And Jess, where are you? Let's see.
I'm right here.
That's what you think.
No, I am.
Nuh-uh, you're there.
Uh-oh. We know they're bandits and we're just heading toward that bridge.
There's no other way. Cool. Okay.
Sure, I'm down to get ambushed.
The flashes of red were a bit ago, and it was not on the other side of the river. Okay, this isn't going to go great, but okay. He makes it to the other side of the river and stops.
Why are we stopping?
He goes towards the back, but not inside the wagon, and grabs a sword.
What's up?
Better face them here than anywhere else on the road. We can at least. This is a pinch point. They can't all come over at once.
Okay. I take it you do not like the red mask plan then.
He still seems aghast by the proposition. What are you guys going to do?
Getting ready to fight, I guess.
Not going to steal his horses and just keep going?
No, I'll put the puppets away.
So I don't have control over my horse, but I'm gonna go tie the horse up to the cart
Same.
and then prepare to fight.
Yeah, take off my raider mask and put on my actual mask that's has more AC to it.
TIE fighters. A horde of TIE fighters come in.
Oh no.
Why is everybody so small?
Bye, Gabby.
See, Gabby?
Is the bridge actually a rope bridge?
Yes, but the wagon went over with no trouble. The horses went over with no trouble. It seems very sturdy.
Okay. So not something that I could just like cut down easily.
You could certainly try. But right now, time is standing still. As several of them approach the bridge.
I go ahead and keep the red mask on, and as they reach the other side of the bridge, I'm going to say, "Hail and well met. No need to do work here. This carriage is already been burgled."
We'll help you with the rest of them.
No, it's okay. They're very wimpy. I've had no trouble.
Roll persuasion. They meet. So
Wouldn't
the
it be
defender gets the tie, right?
No, I thought it was if the person attacking if it meets the AC, then they.
Oh wait, that was just one of them. There are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 of them.
that's the wrong thing.
Oh yeah, that wasn't persuasion anyway.
Nice.
They say, so we're to stay here until you come back and we go with you then.
Well, you should stay here and get the next carriage, right? Because I have this one, and so we get double carriages if you take the next carriage that comes by. Yes?
So we go with you and look for the next carriage.
No, you stay here. You ambush carriage.
We stay here and ambush that carriage.
No, a
Points to the
different
one-
carriage.
Okay. We'll
This
stay
one is
here.
done.
I
Yes.
think I understand. We
Cool.
stay here until
Yep.
somebody else comes along
Yep.
and we get that one.
Yep. Good.
Okay. I think I got it.
You're doing a very good job.
Daytimer seems confused.
You make a very nurturing writer.
There's nothing wrong with polite rating. It's fine.
It's all about teamwork. So they are they gonna keep standing there? Are they gonna go back into the trees, or what are we doing?
They start hiding in various bushes.
Okay, I'm gonna like wave everybody else to get back in their wagon.
So what's Daytimer doing?
He doesn't understand what just happened, but he doesn't want to fight if he doesn't have to. So he gets back on.
I whisper to him, let's go, move it.
Every single one of them rolled in the single digit numbers except for one guy who rolled the 18. Okay, you can switch back. And give me 1 minute. I need a quick file.
And I'll change my mask back to my other thing once I'm in the carriage.
What you making, Jess? I've already seen this one.
I think so. It's the red and gray stripey thing. But I took it off the needles yesterday to see how big it actually is, and it's not as big as I want it to be, and I don't have as much yarn as I want for the size that I want it to be. So it's just going to be like a shawl for babies, and I'm going to have to find like some tiny person to give it to.
I'm back.
Welcome.
Did you guys decide anything without me?
I switched my mask back.
Okay. You hear in the distance.
Is it I will lean out so that I can talk to the and I will say, is that
Timer.
your friend Werjun, or is that a different Werjun?
You also hear guards going, hold there! And you see Reba trying to get past them.
Which one is Reba?
That's
The
Daytimer's friend.
Oh, guards stop monkeys.
You said ambush the next thing that comes by.
Oh, what is she? She just made a really terrible person. I told them a wagon, though.
Daytimer stands up and whistles extremely loud, a small little tune. And you see her jetting past and running along the ropes on the rope bridge up above, and just gets past and then disappears in the trees.
Cool, cool, cool.
But you also hear around you more.
Taviana, I think this is your moment. Once we get like out of sight of the bandits.
So we need some fish. I think I still have some dried fish left because we really didn't stop to eat yesterday.
And you also have a potato.
Yeah, but I don't know how much a monkey likes an uncooked potato.
It's not a monkey.
So I write up to Daytimer and say, so to tame a monkey, what do I need to do?
What's a monkey?
Where's Jin?
It's best to do it when you're at rest. It's hard to do it from a moving transport.
You should go
we can't
whistle at them.
do what?
It's very charming. You should go whistle at them.
Oh, that's just for Reba. Reba knows my call.
No, no, not that whistle. Like a cheerful tune whistle. Just go sing them a song. No, no. Like whistle them a happy tune.
Okay, table talk. You're aware that I can't whistle, right? I can't roll my R's. I can't whistle.
I'll let you roll performance for whistling if you'd like. You won't have to do it in real life.
Groovy.
Your character might be able to whistle. Let's find out. You successfully whistle well.
Solid at the
Congratulations on
whistling.
that. Yeah, congratulations on beating that obstacle from real life.
Do the Wergians like it?
That's my quality of whistling.
You hear 3 more going.
Well, since I'm so good at whistling, I'm just going to continue whistling while we go and see if anybody ends up following us.
Okay. The ground starts to shake.
Maybe that's why they were yelling and not because I was whistling.
They probably thought that was very silly then. They were like, an earthquake is going to happen. And you were like, do, 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 do.
That's funny. That was great. No lava comes up. The ground does shake and it does look like some cracks form around the path, but not on the path. And Daytimer stopped his cart. We need to wait till this is over.
Does so the earthquakes have been happening for a while now. Are they were they always this bad? Did they always create cracks everywhere, every time?
They say that since the great dragon under the world has awoken, it happens much more frequently, very frequently. And it happens, not everywhere, not all the time. Some places are more solid than others.
Remind me, when did the dragon awake? Was that the same time Slayer went missing?
No, it's been since before the Slayer, the Almighty Slayer.
Okay. So the dragon's been awake for as long as anybody can remember, or
You need a quick lore refresh.
yeah.
It seems to have gotten worse lately. It happened much more infrequent earlier in people's lives. It's getting progressively worse. And Daytimer had told you that he believes that the Almighty Slayer has gone to try to fix the problem.
I asked Daytimer, how long do these tremors usually last?
Sometimes seconds, sometimes minutes. It's best to stop in place so you're not likely to run into anything. Let's have horse people, Exandra and Taviana, make animal handling checks, or if you'd like, a straight up dex check. Exandra stays on her horse. Taviana, you also stay on your horse, but you wave your arms frantically and you do. Exandra just looks over at you like, what?
Which is fun because I'm pretty sure she's struggling to wrangle a cat off of her desk right now.
That's why it's role playing and not real life, because animal handling in real life doesn't work with a dice roll. But you do manage to stay on. It goes on for about 2 minutes and then stops, and you guys are free to proceed, which Daytimer says, let's go, and starts moving on.
Yay.
You manage to continue for the day without anything else going on. He says, we should probably make camp around here. We should reach Darkenfrost by tomorrow.
Excellent.
I will help make camp and forage a bit.
You find some. There's no foraging skill. That's what, perception. Roll a perception.
Not in nature. Oh, they're the
Or
same.
survival.
I'll give you nature. I'll give you nature or survival, whichever you'd like.
They're all the same for me.
Okay.
Are
you
we
find,
in forest land?
There's a little clearing off the side of a trail. He assures you there's no fissures or bogs around. You find some wild potatoes, some wild carrots, and a rabbit. Would you like to attack the rabbit?
Yep.
Make an attack roll with whatever you're going to attack the rabbit with.
So would you say we're in grassland?
It's grassland with trees, so it's not a forest and it's not grassland. It's in between those plains with trees. You kill the rabbit. Was your intention to kill the rabbit or just to pop him on the head and knock him out?
To bob him on the head and kill him.
Okay, you succeed. I don't need damage for that. If you'd like to see how hard you roll damage. Let's see what you did to the rabbit. Is that one-handed or is it both? I don't understand the roll.
Me either. I don't use quarterstaffs.
Oh, whatever. Okay.
I think it's probably regular versus shillelagh.
Let's just call it 2 points of damage, and you managed to do it without destroying any part of the rabbit. Just for funsies. I wanted to see it, but I don't understand it, so I don't need to know. So you have carrots and potatoes and a rabbit. Gonna cook it up?
Yeah, plus I have the potato that was on my pillow.
Does anybody
And I have
want
2 potatoes and a carrot.
to make a fire?
Well, we all have those auto lighters.
You haven't used them yet.
So yeah, I'll use the lighter to make a fire while she's out hunting.
Okay, Daytimer gets some wood from the back of his cart, not from the trees around here because they're all covered in moss, and puts it down. You get your fire starter, and it's pretty cool. It looks like a gun, but at the top of it, it has a flint wheel that spins and just makes sparks onto a wick that's at the end of it, and there's a little reservoir in there that has some oil in there. So it just starts it up, and you put it in the fire for a little while, and it just starts right up. So it's a pretty nifty gadget, and he makes those himself.
That's awesome.
Hashtag Daytimer fire starter is not a sponsor. You're able to cook the food. You roast some potatoes and carrots, and you have rabbit roasted potatoes and carrots for dinner, and it tastes pretty good. He offers you some salt if you need it for seasonings, and you guys just sit around the fire eating. Anything else anybody would like to accomplish before we shut this shit down for the day?
Since Day
I can't remember his name ever.
I cannot. It will not stick.
Daytimer.
Timer.
Calendar.
I
It's
keep
like
wanting to
old
say
timer.
stripper or traveler, and anyway.
Day stripper.
Since he didn't get to see my puppet show, I will re-perform it for him.
And for everyone, really, because I don't think that all of them saw that. So, would you like to re-performance? Or you want to just go from what you did last time?
I'll just go from what I did last time. I did a really good job.
Since the day hasn't changed, I'll allow that. I think future puppet shows will need a performance check. But you managed to perform it so well, and Daytimer was so impressed by it, he says, "Hey, you can keep that," and gives you the marionette.
Oh, thank you. That is very kind.
Please, if you could, all I ask is that you possibly could do that for some children sometime.
I can do that in front of anyone. Yeah.
The children love the puppet shows.
I may want to make one that is less terrible for them.
You don't like my marionettes?
No, not the marionette, the story, sorry.
Yes. Taviana, anything else you'd like to accomplish? Alexandra,
Nope, I'm good.
Bob.
Nope, I'm good.
Okay, then that is where we'll end it for the day. And we will be back next week, same time, 3 p.m. Pacific time at twitch.tv/live2game. Thanks for joining us. I'll stick around and chat for a while if anybody has any questions, want to talk to me or anything. But we're going to end the stream here right about now.